Good morning, everyone. Welcome to yoga. Hi, Megan. Good morning. Hi, KP. Parents, if you'd like to put the name of your little one in the chat window, then I can give them a little bit of a shout out in class. Maybe where you're coming from as well. I know we've got people from all around the country, maybe even all around the world in class with us today. So it's really fun to see Jackie and Ellie in Boston, Massachusetts. You guys are back in class. Man, your bodies must feel so strong. I know we have Lilia here. Good morning, Lilia. Oh, I'm so happy to see so many of you back in class. My name is Sarah Rothenberg. I'm founder of Child's Pose Studios. I am here in my home studio in Burlington, Vermont, and believe it or not, it's snowing. Maybe you also live in a part of the world where it's snowing. Hi, Brandon. Hi, Carter. It's so nice to see you guys. Awesome. I'm so glad you could join us. So maybe it's snowing where you live. Maybe it's really sunny outside. But either way, today in class, we're going to go for a walk. Not a real walk, of course. We're going to take a pretend walk on our mats. But we're not going to do that yet because there's a couple things we have to do first. Thompson and Calvin. Hey guys, welcome back. Okay, so grab a water bottle and a mat or a towel or just a comfortable place that you can really spread out in your house. And we're going to head over to the mat. Like all of our classes, we're going to start the same way by walking around our mat or our towel. That's going to help us really learn that this is our space, our special place. So we're going to take a little walk around our mat, and then we're going to do our warm-ups, and then we're going to review some of the poses that we learned yesterday and last week, and then we're going to go for that walk. So come on over and join me on the mat. And I'm going to turn a little bit of music on. Maybe you guys can hear it in the background. Maybe you have music that you like listening to at your house. That works too. All right. Let's take that walk around our mat. I'm going to start right here on this corner, and I'm going to walk really, really slowly, almost like I'm on a tightrope. If you lose your balance, that's okay. Just get back up and try again. Here we go. I'm going to do my walk. You probably want to see my whole body. There you go. We'll do a little walk around our mat. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling a little wobbly this morning. I don't know if anybody else is feeling a little wobbly, but that's okay. I'm just going to take some deep breaths. Oh my goodness, it is so beautiful outside. I wish you guys could see out these windows. The trees are covered with snow. I was so excited when I woke up this morning and I saw the snow coming out of the sky. Couldn't wait to tell you guys. Awesome. You guys are doing a really good job balancing on that tightrope. Beautiful. All right. Let's do our stretches, the same stretches we did yesterday. So maybe you remember them. Maybe you're learning them for the first time. Either way, that's okay. We're going to do them together. Reach all the way up. Oh, see if you can touch the sky. Oh, maybe you want to like pretend like you're crawling on a rope. Reach all the way up, all the way up, all the way up. And to the right. Give a nice stretch to the side of your body. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. Can I hear you guys do that again with me? Take a deep breath in through your nose. And let it all out your mouth. Beautiful. All right, now we're reaching all the way up. Turn to the left or whatever the other side that you did. Because remember, in yoga class, whatever we do on one side, We always do it on the other. Reach all the way up. Let's come into our mountain pose. If you remember in class before, we've done mountain pose. Take your feet about hip distance apart. So here's your hips. You want your feet to be just under your hips and under your shoulders. Make your legs really strong like a mountain and your hands really strong like a mountain, and lift your head all the way up. Take a deep breath in and let it out. I bet your mountains are so strong. If somebody in that room with you tried to push down your mountain, I bet they wouldn't be able to push that down. Can I see your strong mountains? I bet you guys have some strong mountains, because mountains are so strong, nothing can push them down. So just make your strong mountain, and then when you feel like your mountain is as strong as it can get, drop into ragdoll. When I'm in ragdoll, I'm gonna see if my hair can touch the ground. That means that my neck is nice and loose and my head is hanging low. Can you kind of move your hands to the right and to the left and to the right and to the left and then stop? Maybe you feel like an elephant today and you want to do an elephant trunk. That works. Whatever is going to stretch your body out and just hang upside down. Make sure that you're looking underneath your legs, because you want your neck to just be nice and relaxed. Give it a little bit of a shake. Take a deep breath. Let it out. Slowly roll your body up. One vertebrae at a time. That means your back is moving all the way slowly. The last thing to come up is your head. So take your shoulders, do a little circle, lift your head. Beautiful work. Now, if you remember, we've done this before. We're going to do some work with our head and our neck and our shoulders. But you want to be really careful with your neck when we're doing these exercises. So follow really closely with me. Take your shoulders to your ears 3 times. Here we go. Let's count this together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice work. Now we're going to take our ear to our shoulder, and we're going to do a half circle with our neck so that our other ear touches our other shoulder. But we don't want to go behind our neck. We're just going to stay in front of our neck. So follow along with me. Take your ear to your shoulder and make a half circle with your neck. Take a deep breath when you get to the other side. And let it all out. One more time. Beautiful. Now we're going to do some pulling and pushing. Maybe you remember we've done this in class before. Take your hands and kind of hook them together. Take your hands and hook them together. You see, take your hands and hook them together. We're going to try and pull our hands apart, but don't pull them apart, but you're going to try to. We're going to pull and pull and pull and pull and pull and pull. Oh, I'm going to change my music. It got a little too loud for me. Pull, 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 pull. And let it out. Now remember, in yoga class, whatever you do on one side, you always want to do on the other side. So now that I put this hand on top of this hand, I'm going to put this hand on top of this hand. So let's try that together. Reach all the way up and hook your hands and pull, 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 pull. And let it go. If you were pulling really hard, then maybe you felt strong muscles in your arms. I could feel it in my arms right here. And we're going to do that again when we push together. So we're going to take our hands and we're going to push them this time. Bring them to heart center and push them against each other. Push, 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 push. Take a deep breath. And let it all out. We're going to do that 2 more times. Take a deep breath in. And push, 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 push. And let it out. Here's the last one. Take a deep breath in. And push, 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 push. Ah, beautiful work. You guys did such a nice job with your stretches. Now we're just gonna stretch the rest of our body out by doing a quick swing with our arms. So find the space that you can really kind of just swing your body. Deep breath. Just swing and swing and swing and swing and swing. And maybe because it's Tuesday, you have a lot of energy in your body. So maybe you want to just run in place. Run, 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 really, 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 really fast. Can you run even? Run, 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 run. Stop. Awesome. We're gonna do one last stretch down on our mat. And then we're gonna go for that walk that I told you about. But come meet me at the edge of your mat and reach all the way up. I'm gonna go into a pose, and if you remember what it's called, I want you to yell it out. I wanna see if I can hear it all the way in Burlington, Vermont. So yell it really loud. Tell me what pose, what am I doing? What pose am I doing right now? What pose? If you yelled downward dog, you were absolutely right. I am in downward dog. Come join me. And maybe pedal your feet out, do a little walk the dog. Drop your head. Make sure you have high five hands on the mat. Can you feel the mat between all 10 fingers? Maybe your heels touch the floor today. All right, walk all the way up. Shake your body out, and then find a seated pose. I want to bring my cards with me because we're going on a walk. And I was inspired to go on this walk because we've been talking about rainbow walks. And also, I just bought snowshoes. And I thought because it was spring, or going to be spring, I wasn't going to get to use my snowshoes. But now that it's snowing in Vermont, I am going to get to go out and take a walk. So I wanted to talk about where I'm going to walk. And when I'm on a walk, there are going to be some things that I might encounter. For example, I know I might see a mountain pose on my walk. Or not a mountain pose, I might see a mountain on my walk. It's possible. I might see a dog on my walk. Have you ever been on a walk and seen a dog? I have. I might see a butterfly. Have you ever seen a butterfly on a walk? I heard some yeses. Me too. I might see a cat on my walk. Maybe some of you have cats at home. And I might see a waterfall. And under the waterfall, I might see a rainbow. And the last thing I might see on my walk is a tree. In fact, I know I'm going to see a tree on my walk. So let's go take that walk together. And anytime I get to one of these things in my walk, I want to see your bodies make that pose, because these are all poses that we've learned before. Or if this is your first time in class, this is a pose that you're going to get to learn with me together today. So come on over to our mat and let's take that walk. Okay, so I'm in Vermont. I put on my snowshoes, put on my snow hat, I put on my jacket, and I'm going for a walk. And the first thing I see when I'm on my walk in Vermont is a mountain pose. Can I see our mountain poses? Awesome. What should I do with that mountain pose? Should I go, or with the mountain, should I go around the mountain? Should I go over the mountain? Should I stop at the mountain and turn around? Tell me, what should I do? Okay, good idea. I'm going to go over the mountain. Oh, but the mountain is really high and I just have to climb the mountain. And I get to the top of the mountain and I am so tired, but I get to the top and I look over the edge. Guess what I see? What do you think? Tell me. If you said tree pose, you're absolutely right. I see trees everywhere. Let's see our tree pose. Can you guys do a tree pose with me? Remember, under your knee or over your knee, but not on your knee because that could hurt your knee. Let's find our tree pose. Awesome. And maybe the trees have branches. Today, my trees definitely have branches because they're covered in snow. Big, giant branches covered in snow on my trees in Vermont. Okay, and let's shake it out. And remember, even though we're on a yoga walk, whatever we do on one side, we still have to do on the other because it will help our body feel balanced. So come up and let's do a tree pose on the other side. And it's a good thing because there are so many trees that I see a lot of trees on my walk. So let's come all the way up. Can I see your tree pose? Oh my gosh, that is beautiful. I bet Lilia's in a tree pose, and KP is in a tree pose, and Jackie and Ellie are in tree poses. Oh my gosh, good job. Okay, so I've climbed up and over my mountain and I saw all the trees. Now, I have to walk down the mountain and it takes a really long time. But guess what? All of the snow on the mountain is melting. What happens with melted snow? What happens with melted snow? It turns to water. And guess what? On this mountain, there's a whole bunch of waterfalls. If you said waterfalls, you were right. And if you were in waterfall pose, that is what I saw. A bunch of waterfalls. And under my waterfalls were my rainbows. Can we do rainbow arms? So I went up and over the mountain and I saw the trees and then I saw the waterfall and the rainbow. And I got all the way down to my house and I started walking around the block and I saw two things that I usually see on my block. The first one was an animal. My next door neighbors have this animal and he barks a lot. Do you know what that animal is? If you know what that animal is that barks a lot, I want to see you get into that animal pose. I'm going to do it too. If you know an animal that barks a lot, oh my gosh, it's my downward dog. Take a deep breath here. Oh, and let it out. And then the dog had a friend. The dog had a friend and this animal meows. This animal meows. If you know what animal meows, come into that pose now. If you're in cat pose, you are absolutely right. Maybe you want to just wiggle your tail. Remember, it's like a scared Halloween cat. Oh, and relax your back. And let's do it one more time. Do a cat pose. Oh my gosh, it's like a little scared cat. And let it out. And would you believe it that after I went on my walk with my snowshoes and I went up and over the mountain and I saw all the trees and then I saw the waterfall and I saw the rainbow under the waterfall and then I got back to my yard in my neighborhood and I saw a cat and a dog. I went to put my hand on the doorknob of my house, and would you believe, right there on the doorknob of my house landed a fluttering butterfly. And I thought to myself, I am so happy to see this fluttering butterfly. Can you put your feet together and flutter like a butterfly? Oh, I was so happy because I saw that butterfly and I thought to myself, oh boy, spring is coming and I can't wait to get outside and play in the sunshine. So I opened the door and I walked into my house and I took my snow boots off, and I was just so happy to be home after that big adventure in the woods. So take your nose all the way down to your toes. See if you can smell your feet, but don't really, but maybe you want to. And flutter your butterfly wings. And let's bring our nose to our knee. Take a deep breath here. Let it out. If you want to bring your hands all the way up with a nice flat, straight back. And bring your nose to your other knee and flap, but don't bump your face. And maybe let's do one more big stretch. Come down to your knee, come down to your toes. Okay. Take a deep breath with me. And this is the part of class where we do our Shavasana. So if you have your magic yoga rock, then go get it now. Or if you have a stuffed animal or a blanket or something that makes you feel happy and calm, you can grab that too. Parents, if you're able to dim the lights or pull down a curtain, we're going to do about 2 minutes of Shavasana to relax our bodies. So find that special yoga rock or that special stuffed animal and come meet me on the back, on your mat. If you don't have a yoga stone, that is okay. Maybe when you're out on a walk today, you can see if you can find one. This is the part of class that makes my body feel so calm and relaxed because I really just give it a moment to breathe. So take a seat and roll down. If you have your yoga stone, put it on your third eye. Remember, it's that little spot between your two eyes. I'm going to challenge you today to see if you can be so still that the rock doesn't fall. See if you can balance that yoga stone on your forehead for all of Shavasana today. If you've been in my class before, then I bet you are a pro. I bet you'll be able to do it. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Take a deep breath in. And let it out. Take one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. Take a deep breath through your nose and out through your mouth. If your yoga rock is still balancing on your third eye, then you are doing an amazing job being really calm and still with your body. If it fell off, that's okay. Just put it back on your forehead and try again. Take a deep breath. Let's do one more deep breath. And let it all out. If you're still very still and you haven't lost your yoga rock yet, take one hand and grab it. Grab your yoga rock in your hand and roll to one side of your body. And just rest your head and your arms. Take a deep breath. Let it all out. Take one hand and push your body all the way up to seated pose. Make sure you're seated in, maybe some people call it crisscross applesauce, or in seated pose on your mat. Maybe after class, you want to invite a family member on a yoga walk with you. What will you see on your yoga walk? So take your hands to heart center. We end all of our classes by saying the word namaste, which to me means I give my heart to you. And that's how I feel today, that I'm giving my heart to you. And thank you for coming to class and practicing yoga with me. I'm going to try and post a video online today so you can practice some of the postures that we did. No promises, but I'm going to try. So thank you for being here, and I hope to see you tomorrow. Let's bow our heads together and say namaste. Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining class today. I hope that you learned something new and had fun, and that your body is feeling relaxed and focused. So if you'd like to join us tomorrow, I'll be here every day from 12:30 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I hope you have an awesome day. Talk to you soon. Bye, guys.